Biden's farewell address, a fact-check fiesta with a side of sarcasm.
Well, folks, President Biden has announced he's stepping down and won't seek re-election. In a farewell address that was as factually flexible as a yoga instructor, Biden made some rather bold claims. Let's dive into the key points with a little humor and a lot of fact-checking. 1. No new wars. Biden proudly declared that there have been no new wars under his administration. While it's true he hasn't started a full-scale war, this claim conveniently overlooks ongoing military actions and rising tensions in places like Ukraine and with China. Biden authorized airstrikes in Syria early in his term and continued drone strikes, so it's not exactly peace and love all around. 2. Inflation mysteries. In his address, Biden seemed to mix up his numbers on inflation, claiming he inherited a high rate and brought it down. Actually, inflation was low when he took office and peaked at around 9.1% during his term, only recently moderating to about 3%. It appears someone needs to double-check the math, or perhaps their memory. 3. Job creation and economic boasts. The president boasted about creating 12 million jobs, more than any other president in 2 years. While impressive, let's not forget that these numbers reflect a recovery from the pandemic, rather than new job creation. It's like bragging about filling a hole you helped dig. 4. Cognitive and health concerns. Now, onto the elephant in the room, the president's cognitive and health issues. Biden's gaffes and forgetfulness have been the subject of much discussion. While the media often downplays these concerns, they've been hard to ignore. His handlers seem to work overtime keeping him on script, and yet he still wanders off occasionally, both literally and figuratively. The mainstream media and Democratic Party have done their best to present Biden as a vigorous leader, but the footage often tells a different story. Whether it's stumbling on stairs or losing his train of thought mid-sentence, it's clear that concerns about his capacity are not just partisan sniping. 5. Divisive rhetoric and identity politics. Biden's address didn't shy away from the usual divisive rhetoric. He continued to emphasize identity politics and touted diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI hires, rather than focusing on merit. This approach has often sparked more division than unity, with critics arguing that it undermines the principle of hiring the most qualified individuals for the job. 6. Border security claims. Biden's assertion that the border is secure would be laughable if it weren't so serious. Since he took office, there have been over 10 million illegal crossings, a staggering number that contradicts his claims. The border crisis remains a significant issue, and no amount of rhetoric can mask the reality on the ground. 7. Democratic failures in voter choice. The Democratic Party, under Biden's leadership, has shown a troubling trend of limiting voter choice. The push to rally behind Biden, despite growing concerns about his age and competency, reflects a failure to offer a broader range of viable candidates. This attempt to stifle competition and limit choices is a disservice to democracy and the American people. 8. The mystery of the flawless broadcast and new look. In an odd twist, the live broadcast of Biden's farewell address was surprisingly flawless. No stumbles, no verbal slips, just a smooth delivery. For a president known for occasional gaffes, this was nothing short of miraculous. And did anyone else notice Biden's new, vibrant orange complexion? Perhaps he's taking a page from the other guy's book. It's either a bold new skincare routine, or someone's been getting a little too cozy with the spray tan. Final thoughts. So, as Biden prepares to exit the stage, his speech leaves us with a mix of half-truths and convenient omissions. It's a reminder of the importance of looking beyond the surface and holding our leaders accountable, regardless of party affiliation. As they say, the truth shall set you free, but only if you're willing to listen.